Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Hi everyone, it's me, Dan. I'm just jumping on mid-busy week. I thought I'd do a quick little colouring chat catch up, just let you know what's going on, kind of like why I've been a little bit quiet these past couple of weeks. But I'm working on a buddy colour in Mythic World by Kirby Rosens, and I'm doing this lovely page. So a bit of a spoiler, you're going to see it in the completed pages video because I will have completed it. I'm kind of just working a little bit on the details at the minute, so I thought while I'm doing that I will just fill you in on what's been going down. So I've actually done a lot of this work in Albrecht Dürer watercolours. So all of this wood is just watercolours. Everything is pretty much based in watercolours. I'm working over the top in Prisma. And I'm just working on the spider legs at the minute, and I'm using artichoke just to add and zoom us in, add a little bit of shadow. Really, I've done this one. I'm just going to kind of work my way around, a bit slanted because excuse me, just because it's a bit easier. So we've worked on the page, based a lot of it, and now I'm just kind of adding like that, those darker bits. I'm not doing a lot of pencil work on this page really. I quite like the way the wood's turned out. I'm kind of just going off his shading now and adding that in, but it is a kind of short colouring chat, just because I am very mindful that I've not released any content for a couple of weeks, I think now, possibly a week, I can't remember. And I know like some people are waiting for videos, so I was going to film the second part of my colour along tonight, but I'm actually going to save that for Friday, just because I'll have more time to actually do it, and I won't feel as rushed, and I want that to be as good as it can be for you. Basically, I am coming to the end of my summer holidays. In the UK we get 6 weeks off, and it's coming to an end now. This is like my 6th week. However, I am in work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It is now Wednesday, so I've just got one more day left. And I kind of wanted to just take time to kind of just enjoy the last couple of weeks that I had off. I've had a busy summer for me. I usually tend to not really do much at all. And these summer holidays have probably been the busiest one I've had. One of my friends got married, which, you know, I talked about that, I think, in our last colouring chat. I've been to the theatre twice. I actually went last week. We went to watch a new musical called Identical. Not sure if anyone has seen it, but it is based on the book The Parent Trap. So it's obviously about two twins who meet after they've been separated. It was cute. I enjoyed it. It just felt like it was missing something. Like it just felt like to me that it kind of was missing like a big moment, you know, where kind of act one ends, you have the interval, and there's like a moment. To me, it just felt lacking. in that moment, really. But it was a night out. I really enjoyed it. I obviously got the right day this time, so it wasn't a day early. But yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't go and rush and see it again. It was very long and some bits were very drawn out, and I thought, come on, like, let's move on now. But yeah, I just felt like it was lacking a moment, really. My cousin actually was working on it. He was working on he's the sound engineer. So we met for coffee before, which was lovely. You don't get to see him that often. He lives in London, and he does work on shows quite a lot. And he was saying that he'd been on the road for 2 years. He actually worked on Six for 2 years as well, in London, doing the same thing, and moved on. So it was nice to see him. We went out for some food beforehand. We just went to a local pub. It was really good. It always is, to be honest. It's never rubbish. But yeah, it was really strange when we went though, because it was really quiet. And there was a sign on the door, like not on the door, but like as soon as you walked in, that said like no bookings only, no walk-ins available. So I was like, goodness me, it must be busy in here. And it was absolutely dead. There was probably about 3 tables, including us, with people on. But I would say then that every other table in the pub had like a reserved, like a sign on. So I'm not sure like what was going on, but yeah, the food was amazing as always. And then obviously we went to the show, and it was just a nice night out. It was something to do. Then Saturday just gone, I went out with 2 of my friends, one from work who's on maternity leave at the minute, and like my other friend who's like my best friend, my oldest friend. We went to Liverpool for the day. We went for some lunch, and then, not gonna lie, just got very drunk. And had a brilliant day. Super busy in Liverpool. Was a little bit confused. I was like, why is it so busy? Then I was like, oh yeah, I normally go out midweek. Like when I'm off school, I don't tend to go out much anymore. But when I do, it tends to be like summer, like half-term holidays and things like that. Obviously my friends are teachers, so we work together. And it's normally pretty quiet, to be honest. So I was like, why is it so busy? It was super busy getting on. Like the train was like 20 minutes late. It arrived and was absolutely packed. Like nowhere to sit down whatsoever. We just stood in the aisle all the way to Liverpool. It was heaving. Coming home, again, it was exactly the same. I think I just picked a bad day. It was bank holiday weekend, so obviously people are just like in that mood anyway. Creamfields was on, which it isn't in Liverpool, it's in Runcorn. But a lot of people were going from Liverpool, which I just didn't expect. Like they're all queued up for buses. We started off in Wetherspoons and it was absolutely rammed full. But there was a match on as well, which was probably why the train was so full. It was just a really busy day. Then it went quite quiet, and then it went incredibly busy again. And I was like, match has ended. But I had such a brilliant day. I loved it. So like, just had loads of fun. Drunk quite a lot, as per. But yeah, I've had my fill, I think, of like going out for a little bit. I'm going out in a couple of weeks with my friend who got married in the summer. But I think until then, just gonna stop. So yeah, been quite busy. Did a few little shopping trips last week. I can't remember really the last time I did a call and chat, so if I've told you this, I massively apologise. But went, so we went like Cheshire Oaks, went to Trafford Centre. We just kind of having a little sort of look around. Oh, I've just haven't seen I've got hiccups. Just getting a few little bits. We went Trafford Centre, I didn't really get anything at all. I think I put it on my stories. I got like some body moisturisers from the Body Shop, some body yogurt and some body butter, and that was literally it. It was just a bit rubbish. Nothing kind of stood out. There was nothing really that I wanted. But then we went Cheshire Oaks. I think we went Cheshire Oaks the day after, maybe. And it was brilliant. I got quite a bit. Got trainers, jumpers, gym shorts. Or the gym. I've got a funny story about the gym to tell you in a sec. Got quite a bit. Like really enjoyed. Like really, we had a good shop. We had a coffee while we were there. But it's like one of those things. I always find I kind of went there with the intention of not buying anything. I'd kind of spent a bit of money, and I had it in my head that I was like not gonna buy anything. And just seeing like loads of bargains and stuff that I wanted. Whereas when I went to the Trafford Centre, I had it in my head that I was going to shop. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go shopping, and then you don't see anything and you come home and you're like, I'm a bit disappointed. I do it every single time. So I think from now on, I think I'm just going to go like on an impromptu shopping day and just think, might find something, might not find something. But yeah, grab some bargains, was well chuffed with that. What else? Okay, so this will make you laugh. Love to bring a bit of comedy to the channel. And I have no shame, which also helps. So really I do this every year. I start every school year with all the best intentions. I'm going to make my dinner every day. I'm going to drink water every day. I'm not going to drink coffee. Like, I'm going to, do you know what I mean? Like, I could drink coffee all day and nothing else, but I know I should need to be drinking water, so I'm like, going to have a new water bottle. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And obviously, you know, I've been on my diet since November, and I've done really well, and I've put a couple of pounds on over this holiday, which I'm not that bothered about. I've enjoyed myself. It's called life. It'll come off. I've kind of refocused this week. When I say refocused, I've like had better meals, as opposed to just eating utter rubbish like I have been. And I don't drink, but I've drunk a lot. Going out and stuff, and then obviously going out and like I'll get a takeaway on the way home, or like I'll eat a big lunch because we're going out for lunch type thing. So it's just all kind of creeped up. Anyway, that's beside the point. it is what it is. I'm not that bothered about the whole sitch. I still feel good in my clothes look good, so I'm not bothered. I want to lose like 10 pounds to a stone, and then I'll be happy where I was again. I haven't put a stone on, but I kind of just want that little bit of a, like, I don't know, I can't think of the word, but I'm just giving myself that little target just to like refocus, because I think if I just say, oh yeah, I just want to lose £2, I'm like, oh, I've lost £2, let's just eat again. So let's just go for something a little bit more substantial, just to keep me going. And then obviously Christmas will happen and I'll probably put some weight on, but I'm not bothered. But anyway, so I was like, right, let's get refocused. School's coming back. Like, yes, like the school routine is relentless. It doesn't stop, but it's a routine, and when I'm in that zone, and I'm absolutely fine. So I'm kind of ready for routine to come back. So I thought, right, one thing I do, and I am quite good at it, is I will work out at home after school, even when I'm really, really tired. It doesn't particularly bother me. One thing I do not do is go to the gym when I'm in work. I can't be bothered, and I'm paying for it, and I just think, oh, it's such a waste. And like, if they had classes on that I would love to do, like combat and stuff, I would probably go more, but then I don't want to pay studio, because then I'm paying at like per class price and yada yada yada. So then, like a JD gym's opened around the corner. It's been there for a while, to be fair. I pencil just caught my eye and was thinking like that might be perfect for what I need it is. My mum texted me and she was like, JD, she's been trying to get me to go for absolutely ages. I have a pure gym membership. She was like, JD, I've got an offer on, it's £10. Why don't you just join up for the month, come and do a couple of combat classes, it's on blah, blah, blah. Like, it's on quite a few times a week. The times are quite good. Like, I much prefer going the gym on the way home as opposed to getting home, waiting for half an hour, say, getting ready, and then going to a class, because I think, oh, I could have got it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that stopping me that I think, I'm not going now, I'm at home. So, but these classes are quite good. Like, I could stay and work and get some work done and then go to the gym on the way home. That's my intention. So cancelled my other membership because I thought, I'm not paying for two. Obviously, cost of living, everything's going up. I need to like be a little bit more sensible. Which, yes, I know I've been going out more, but I'm kind of seeing it as in, well, while I can, I'm going to do it. So I joined JD and combat was on last night and I was in work and my mum was like, do you want to come with me, come and try it, you'll love it, blah, blah, blah. Like, I knew who the trainer was anyway, I've trained with him before. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go. Like, it might be like the thing that like sometimes you just need that motivation to like get in the gym and just get cracking. So I was like, right, let's do it. So anyway, I ended up staying in work a lot later than I intended. And it was an unproductive stay. It was literally just us sat there talking and having a laugh for about 2 hours after the time we could have gone home. So it was totally unproductive. I did no work whatsoever, which is why as soon as this video is finished, I'm going to go and do some planning for an hour. I'm just basically adding a little bit of shadow to everything on this page, and I'm going to add some gel pen details, and then I'm going to kind of call the page done, I think, because I do need to film completed pages, but that might not get done till the weekend. So gets in, I literally got in and had about 5 minutes before I needed to leave again to go to the gym, but mum was picking me up, so it was fine. I got stuck in traffic as well. So I went to the new gym to do the combat class and was like in the moon, was like really putting everything in, like going for it. hell for leather. Thought I'd had a quiet I could have had McDonald's for dinner. Everyone else having one, and I thought I'm having one. So I was like, I'm going to burn this McDonald's off, let's go for it. So I was going for it. Next minute, on the floor on my back, boosh, middle of the class, flat out. I only fell over, tripped over. I don't know if I tripped or like over my own feet or I tripped over the floor, but I was clean out on the floor. I shot up off that floor faster than I went down. I was like, whoosh, straight up. It was like no one possibly could have seen me then. Forgetting that I'm fully stood in front of the mirror. So yeah, I did put it on my stories if you follow me on Instagram last night. But honestly, I'm like, every time. I do it every time. I'm sure there's something wrong with me. Basically that colour wasn't dark enough for what I want. Oh yeah, that's better. Just going to sharpen it. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it, and to be honest, I'm probably going to go next week. I'm tempted to go tomorrow actually. I want to go and I absolutely love spin. We have a spin bike at home, but it's not the same, is it? You know, when they've got the music on, it's just like blasting away. I love it. But my knee is a bit sore from obviously falling over. So I might just see. It might be that I just work out at home tomorrow. But yeah, honestly, every time. On the floor. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, again. Not the first time. Not either. Last time I nearly broke my ankle. That was really sore. That was sore for weeks. And then it healed, and then we went on our work's Christmas night out, and I just did exactly the same thing again. And then still had this like really sore ankle for absolutely weeks. I am ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. But yeah, so just kind of I've just kind of been like living in the moment type, enjoying my time, kind of why I've got it. Which is why I've not really been filming. But I've not forgotten. I'm not going anywhere. I know that people are waiting for the colour along, and I massively apologise about that, but I'm going to be honest, I am a colourist that kind of, I do go with the inspiration, and if I'm not feeling inspired, it would be a painful colour along. So I'm ready, I think, to pick it back up. So I'm going to film that maybe Friday morning, maybe tomorrow night. I just don't know what we've got planned. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on really. Nothing majorly exciting, just been having a bit of fun, having a bit of a holiday really from everything, which I genuinely tend to not do. I mean, I've done absolutely no work. I am one of those people who go into school like for a week and I really don't need to, and end up just like really wasting my summer holidays, and I haven't done it. So I will be working tonight to get some planning done. I'm just trying to put a little bit, I don't want to put too much on. like a bit of blush on her face. But I know full well now that this is going to be really pink. But I am ready to go back to school. I'm ready for the routine. That's quite nice, I like that. And I have been doing bits and bobs, like bits of colouring. I've got a few pages I want to try and get finished before I film completed pages, because I just feel like I'll have a look. I've got everything written down that I've finished, but I know I've got a lot of bits and bobs that haven't been done. And I do like to have like a good range of things to show you. So I'm just trying to work out what grey I'm going for on this web. So yeah, completed pages will be coming very, very shortly, but obviously I want to get this finished. Because I do love a completed page. I do love filming it. I know everybody else watching it, so I do want it. I don't want to have tons of whips, because and then I need to think what I'm going to do for September. I'm not sure where to go with it really. As in like what I'm going to work on. So I'm just going to try and do a little bit of shading on these. But yeah, that's kind of it really. I just wanted to do a quick little catch up, show you what I'm working on at the minute, and it's kind of like a Wednesday whip really, like a little Wednesday whip chat, a Wednesday whip catch up we'll call it. But yeah, I'm still here. I've not forgotten about the channel at all. I was just taking that time to enjoy my last couple of weeks. Done a lot of reading. I've really enjoyed like reading again. I read all the time. I've always got a book on the go. Sometimes it might take me a while, and sometimes I can absolutely fly through it. I've just read the new book by Juno Dawson called HMRC, Her Royal Majesty's Coven, and it was absolutely brilliant. If you were kind of like I was, the Charmed and Buffy kind of era, it's very along those like witchy vibes. It is an adult book. It's not a young adult book. It is an adult book. It deals with kind of like trans rights. There's gay characters in it. It was amazing. The ending was something else. And I honestly cannot wait for June. And I know it like that's ridiculous, but I can't wait for June, because that's when the second part comes out, and I'm invested in these characters. I need to know what's going to happen. A fabulous book. I read that. And before that I think I read that book called Hyde, about the it was about like a group of strangers get invited to take part in this kind of like reality competition where they had to play hide and seek in an abandoned theme park. It was really good actually. I did enjoy it. But that book, I absolutely loved it. You know, you just read a book that's like really for you. It's like super witchy, like the characters were like, I just loved it. It was set in Manchester and Yorkshire, and it was like very northern, and it was just brilliant. I really recommend it. you know, if you like your supernatural kind of, there's a little bit of like a Sex and the City vibe in there, and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant book. Really, really recommend it. And if anyone does read it, or if anyone has read it, then please message me. I'd love to know what you think. And I need to discuss that ending with somebody, please. But yeah, cracking book. I'm reading at the minute The Sanatorium. Don't know if anyone's read it. If you have read it, please don't spoil it. I'm really, really into it. My friend recommended it. I think I've read I've been a bit tired, so I've not really not read much. About 30% of the way through, I think. But yeah, like, I'm loving that. It creeped me out a little bit last night, actually. But I want to read her new one, which is called The Retreat, I think. My friend read it, and my friend who recommended The Sanatorium read the new one in 2 days. She said she literally could not put it down. So that will be next, I think. But funnily, and like, how ridiculous is this? So obviously I've been reading, I have a Kindle, but I've been reading books. So it's kind of like in the book zone. You know, like sometimes like I like a book. I love my Kindle because it's like so easy to read in bed. But like sometimes I do love reading a book. I've been asked to about, well, I think I went like about 3 weeks running, checking the books. And Lee was like, what are you looking for? I was like, The Sanatorium. Like, I wouldn't mind, but I'd seen it everywhere previously to this. Everywhere. Just never picked it up. I don't know what I thought it was, but I just thought it wasn't like my type of book, and it really is my type of book. They didn't have it anywhere. I was like, oh, I'll order it off Amazon. No, I'll have a check. I'll have a look in Tesco. I'll have a look in there. Turned my Kindle on because I was looking for something I'd finished HMRC, and I thought, before I read any more books, like, let's see if I can just read some on my Kindle, because I am terrible. I do, like, if an advert comes on Facebook for like a Kindle book for 99p, I genuinely buy it because I think, well, it's cheap, I'll read it at some point. I turn my Kindle on, scrolling through my books. I already had it, Sanatorium, already on my Kindle, so I was like, oh, probably a good job that I didn't actually buy that, because I'd have been fuming at myself. So I started reading that. Loving it. So yeah, so channel plans, I'm going to get that next colour along up. I'm going to try and do it so it's much quicker. I can try and get more done. Probably edit it a lot more, that one. We've got completed pages coming up. We've got September's colouring plans coming up. Yeah, I'm just kind of going to go with the flow. I really want to put too much pressure on it, because I don't want it to like become like a chore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love filming. It, you know, it gives me an excuse to colour. And I kind of don't want it to become a chore. I've not really bought much, so I doubt there'll be a haul this month, because I genuinely haven't really bought much. I'm trying to not be ridiculous. I have bought a couple of light fasts. I did complete my Prismas. I've got a couple more Neo colours, but nothing really warranting a haul. I have pre-ordered Rita's new book. I have pre-ordered Joanna Basford's new book. I need to really go to my mum's, actually, because my Rita book might have come. I'll do a flip through. I know there's flip throughs out there, but I just like sharing what like sharing my thoughts on it. I'm excited. Might even do a bit of colouring in it. Yeah. So busy really. Holidays are absolutely flown by. I kind of can't really get over how fast they've actually gone. 6 weeks. Mental. But yeah. So, I think I'm going to leave this here because what I do want to do is I do want to add some, I'm going to add some glitter, but I'm not going to add that one. I want to do the other gold one. I've got an idea for, yeah, I think I can use that. I wanted to do this patterning on here. I was going to do glitter, but I actually think I'm going to do it in this, like, well, I am doing it and now thinking about it. Let me just, Jelly Roll Metallic, because I imagine it to be like a kind of print on the fabric as opposed to like glitter, do you know what I mean? Like that oriental kind of vibe. So I'm just going to, I had this in my head, so I thought why I'm colouring now, I'm going to do it, let it dry and see what it looks like. So I'm just kind of just randomly adding this, like, I'm stippling it really. To kind of like embellish the silk, like she's opulent. So I'm thinking if I do this, let it dry and see what it looks like, it should, fingers crossed, look quite nice, but it does look quite good actually. So like if I do that like on her sleeves, the only thing is, as you know, I am super smudgy and super messy. I'm definitely going to take my time with it and let it dry before I do anything else. I'm just going to work. Now, I don't know whether to do this like trim in the same colour. I might do actually. I was going to do it like the gold glitter, pentel jewel glitter, but I feel like it's not, it wouldn't be glittery, it would be more metallic. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And to be honest, I never really use this bronze colour, which is a shame because it's lovely. I do tend to stick with like the gold. And then I'm going to add some white gel pen to the webs. I'm just kind of using these lines that Kirby's put on as a kind of a guide. And then on that, it looks a little bit scribbly now, but it's just an effect on the actual fabric, isn't it? It's not a, I mean, I could have just left it, but in my head, I was seeing that as like a metallic band, and then actually on here, I made the mistake now, but while I thought it, I just went for it. This would also be like in the same, it's like silk painting, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit of decoration. And then we're just going to put a bit on here. Almost like a strip band that runs around. I'm not sure what to do with these flowers on the screens yet. I'm thinking pink, just a soft pink. Maybe. Not decided. But really enjoyed this one. I love this book, and it's one of them books where I start colouring in it and I actually can't wait to do the next page, and you know, where then it goes on the shelf and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that book. So that's looking quite nice, actually. I like it. I'm probably going to stick with this gel pen just from the page, all over the page now. I'm thinking let's just do this as well, and then I can let it dry and see what it looks like, and if, I mean, it's too late, there's nothing I can do about it, so we've just gone for it. But as I always say, it's a colouring book, it's paper, it's pencils, it's ink. I am fully enjoying working on the page, so that is really all that matters, isn't it? I'm just going to finish this bit and then I'm going to call it a day. So thanks guys for watching. I've fully appreciated that. I've noticed people have still been watching all videos, and those that are new, thank you so much for your comments. I will always get back to you. If there is a delay, it's purely because I am just busy, and I will be busy going back to school. I quite like that. I think we'll copy this little pattern. I mean, it's kind of blurred into one, but it doesn't really matter. It's just to add that little bit of, do you see what I mean about it being like that kind of, you can kind of imagine it being on the fabric. And then I'm going to do these little pins and these bits. Only thing is, this nib is really thick, and then I'm going to colour that red when it's dry and use this again over the top. So I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to really let you know that. Please don't worry, I know I've been quite quiet these past couple of weeks. I am still here, videos are coming. I've just kind of been having a bit of a almost channel vacation, we'll call it. But I have still been working on stuff in the background. But I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the little catch up. I'm going to go in now, do some work while this dries, and try and finish it tomorrow. Have an amazing weekend. This is going to be uploaded on Thursday, so it'll be live tomorrow. I will probably be back with you at the weekend. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, I'll get back to you, and I will speak to you all incredibly soon. Bye, guys. Adios.